Hey guys, welcome to my first YouTube video because had this count for who knows how long. But this is gonna be my first video, and it's gonna be a book review because I am in love with books. Enough that I don't have enough space on my bookshelf to put them all. So a lot of these books are like from elementary school, only because I used to crave getting these books. So I'm probably also gonna show those too because I like the books still, because they literally morphed me into what I am now. Not a sleeping person. I totally do not rot in bed 24/7. Anyway, I'm gonna start off with romance first, and the first book that I'm gonna pick up, it's not the first book I bought, but yeah, I have Twisted Love. I got this because of TikTok, okay? I got this because of Book Talk. Reason why is because I heard it was a romance until I flipped to a book. I like a book, a page. I did get a little shook, but I'm not even like halfway through book. I'm in I think I'm chapter 6. I'm in chapter 4. I don't know why I thought I was in chapter 6, but I'm in chapter 4. And so far, I like it. It's just I had to DNF this. Reason why is because I can't grasp it right now. Maybe because I got this more like during winter-ish, kind of like spring, and I wasn't looking for a full romance book at the moment. I don't know. But this, from so far what I'm reading, is not bad. The writing isn't bad, at least not to me, because most of the books that I do have are books that I either liked or I just haven't fully read them yet. So if I had to rate this book, it'll probably have to be like, so far, it'll have to be probably like a 2.5. So sorry for the readers who love this book, but right now I can't just get myself into this, okay? I'm very, very sorry. The next book I have is a romance, but it's also really sad. I got this book mainly because I was on Lemon 8 trying to find good books to buy, and the first book that popped up was If Only I Had Told Her. I knew this was a sad book only because I read I think I read like a page, and it was also off of Lemon 8, and I was like, this is really sad, but I want it. Only thing, I do not have the other book. There's no real question because I haven't started this book. I'm hoping it's a really good book, and I'm praying that I cry, because that's how you know it's a good book, if I cry. Yep, okay. I had to rate this so far. I can't even rate this because I haven't read it. I can't rate this book yet. So this is in my DNF. Well, it's not even a DNF. It's because I just didn't read it. So it's in like my not read yet pile. So I might make a video on reading this book. The next book I'm going to be showing, I don't know why I'm saying it like I'm on like a television show, like I'm about to show the next prize. But look, this book is called The Goodbye Summer. Actually, I didn't get this. My mom got this for me, and it was during last summer. And I still didn't read this either. I literally only read the back, and I was like, oh, this is a really cool book. But I'm gonna wait until I'm out my reading slump. And I never read this. And I have a month left of summer. And I'm gonna try and read this book. I'm gonna try so hard to read this book. So this is gonna be the closest to my bed as any book has ever been, because I really should give this, because I love the cover. The cover is literally gorgeous. I love it so much. So I never even read any of her books, so I'm definitely giving this a chance, because usually most of the authors that I read from, or I have got books from, they're mainly all from my friends' recommendations, or Instagram, or BookTok, or Lemonade, or Goodreads. But this, my mom literally just got it, and I love it, even though I haven't even read it yet. There's like 3 more books I have to go through for romance-ish. But for plain romance, the next book, funny story about this. I actually got this from one of my friends who got this for, I think it was my birthday. It was like this one TikTok shop book. And I was like, I kept seeing it. I just kept seeing it over and over again. And I was like, I need it. I need it. I need it. And I kept telling him about it. And I didn't mean for him to literally buy it for me. And he did. And he brought it to school like a week later. And he was like, hey, so I heard you really wanted this book because you kept talking about it. So boom, I got it for you. He literally just gave it to me in the middle of class. And I was like, so why? He's like, because it was your birthday and I didn't have anything else to give you. I was like, oh, okay, thanks. This is Puppy Love by Elle Sprinkle. I am on chapter 5 of this book. And so far, I DNF'd it. All of my DNF books, they all have a reason right now, okay? But that will get to later, in like a few minutes. I literally was like craving this book from like day one, from when I saw it on TikTok. And it wasn't from like anybody, like no other creator, like it was just from the author. Like she just appeared on my For You page and she was like everywhere. She was like on my Instagram reel, she was on my TikTok, everywhere. So I was like, I have to get this because I love it. I don't care. So I got it. So far, I have literally only got to chapter 4 or 5. Like I said, 4. And I would already give this book like a 4.5 because that's how much I already love the book. The next 2 books that I have, they're fantasy and romancy. The fantasy one has a little bit of romance, but you know, had to hit them with a little bit of the classics because why not? I have no words because I'm almost in the middle of this book, but at the same time, I did not DNF it. I'm a mood reader, so I read basically almost half. I'm like in the middle of this book. All I can say is the amount of times I had to stop and collect myself because I have no words for this book. Not in a bad way. This is in a good way. And this is the first book. I have gotten through this much of the book. And yes, I already started like tagging it because that is how much I am craving to finish this book. I am really hoping I can finish this book, but guess what? No, because my TBR is long enough that it's going to fill an entire house. I promise you. This is not DNF'd. This is also a read that I'm continuing, as well as me reading Powerless. I have already finished this book, and this was the only one that I have like in physical form, but I have read Powerful and I read Reckless, and I'm right now in the middle of reading Fearless. And that is the reason for me not finishing all of my books on my shelf, is because I am reading the Powerless trilogy. But I would have to give this book, literally all in my opinion, like full-heartedly, this book is not even a 5 stars for me. It's like a whole 10 stars. It was the ending, it was the cliffhanger, it was the tension, the banter, everything in this book is everything that I have been looking for for I don't know how long. So this book, me reading this book, in like what? That was under like a week of me reading the first book, and then it took me only 7 days to finish Powerful, and then it only took me like what? Like a week and a week and a day to finish Reckless. Every single book that I have read so far from Lauren Roberts has been basically a 5-star. This has been a 10-star. Reckless, it got me, but at the same time, this trilogy, I cannot wait for Fearful to come out because my heart is going to be shattered. And also, I have not finished Fearless, so please do not spoil it. Thanks. But yeah, this book has to be a 10-star, and all the rest of them are based like 5 stars. I love it so much. 2 books are basically what started the entire thing. I didn't even get this off of like TikTok because I didn't have anything on TikTok that was like book related. At the moment, I had nothing on my TikTok that was book talk related, nothing about books. It was mainly just edits. I found this only because of my beautiful best friend. The books that she told me about, it literally changed my life, I promise you. And the books were A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson and Good Girl Bad Blood. There's literally no words I can say, but I'm in the middle of this book. Yeah, I'm in basically the middle of this book only because, of course, Powerless got in the way. I literally love it. I love the book so much, but like, there is no words I can say. All I have to say is this: you literally feel like an entire like detective when you're reading this book. Like, going through it, you're just like seeing, like, trying to find out if your theory is correct, or you have no idea who is who in this book. You are basically just going along with the main character. So it is such a thrill. I have read this in like what? I think it was like 1 or 2 sittings, and it was mind-boggling, bro. I promise you. This book was my favorite, and if I could rate this 100 stars, this had to be like my one book that I loved to death. I still love it to death. Like, this is like a whole reread right here. So, yeah, a full 5 stars because I love this book to bits and pieces. I could eat this up for dinner. If you guys don't know from my book talk and my edit account from like what? It was like literally last year. It still goes on. It's like, it's not going away. I have the entire Percy Jackson's and the Olympians. I have every book of Heroes of Olympus, and I have all of the books of Trials of Apollo. When I tell you, I haven't even got into the Heroes of Olympus at all, or the Trials of Apollo, and I'm not even done. I'm in the middle of like the 3rd book of Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Hence the reason why is because, like I said, I got into an entire book trilogy. So, these are definitely, I have to read these. Like, I feel bad that I'm not reading these, but I really want to get through like Fearless, and I'm gonna try to get through like a few more books before I finish Percy Jackson, or either I'm just gonna read it in the middle of reading my other books, like I usually do. But there's nothing I can say that will make Percy Jackson sound bad, because the first book killed me. This is 100. This is like, it's not even 5 stars. It's like 100 stars as well. I haven't even read all the books, and I just Percy Jackson in general. The movies, the show, the books, the fan art. I love it. I love everything about it. There's like there's nothing else I can say about it. So, and then the last ever book that I'm going to be showing. It's another series, but I read this when I was younger, and I'm still rereading it. And I'm gonna say this, I love the movies, I love the books, but I do not support her. I only love the movies and the books. There is nothing else I can say. I love the books, I love the movie, but I do not support J.K. Rowling. I'm just gonna say this, 5 stars for all my books, because, well, this book and the series, because this was my life. During quarantine, this is what kept me strong. This was the only thing I was reading, the only movie I was basically watching, because I felt like I was in that world, and then, boom, books came. The book series, the movie is my life. I love this book. I love this book so much, and there's nothing that can change me from liking Harry Potter. 5 stars for this book and for the entire series, because this is my life. This is what started everything, basically, when I was younger. So, props to the book, and props to the movie. Love this so much. That is all for my first video. That was a lot of talking, a lot of yapping, but I would rather my video be of me doing a book review or going through my DNF books than, you know, a really bad video. But for me, my main thing to do for fun is reading. So, but that's all I can do for like a real YouTube video, because like that's what I enjoy to do most. Socials will be down below or on the side of the screen, whichever I decide to. If you guys want to follow my TikTok, my edit page, my Instagram, or my Goodreads. And if you guys like this video, or you guys would want something else, like recommend anything like bookish or anything, really anything that comes to mind, like a good vlog or whatever. I'm really hoping that you guys like this video. I don't want to sound like those those YouTubers that are constantly like, give this video a like, give this video a like if you like all my content, give this a like, comment down below. I sound like a hater, but I'm not. I don't want to push like you guys liking or subscribing or commenting on my videos, but it will probably help, especially since this is like my first YouTube video. But either way, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys next time.